Hello and welcome to Nebraska Purple Zone Report, a podcast from the World-Herald. We are sponsored today by MD West One, Nebraska's most advanced sports medicine, orthopedics, neurosurgery, and spine care, covering Greater Omaha for over 70 years. I'm your host, Jake Anderson. Joining me as always is Mike Sauter, and we are pleased today to have a special guest, Grand Island's Isaac Traudt. How are you doing today, Isaac?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. Isaac is joining us today to talk about recruiting, the whirlwind first day of Division I coaches, how the virtual visits are going, and kind of open gym and wherever it goes. So let's kind of start off with that whirlwind first day. Now that you've had time to take a step back, what was that all like?
It was a crazy experience. Starting at about 9:30, I got my first call from Coach Krabbenhoff from Wisconsin, and then from there it was just get off the phone and someone else would be calling for about eight hours.
You've had a couple of virtual visits, one with Nebraska, right? How'd that go?
Oh, it was super cool. It was just me, my dad, my mom, and Coach Hoiberg, and it was just a bunch of film study, just a bunch of different offenses that they run and how he thinks I would fit with their play style. So it was super cool. I actually learned a lot.
Who else have you had virtual visits with? I know you've had a couple of other ones, including Stanford recently.
I had one with Stanford yesterday. That was super cool. Their education's just top notch, and their basketball team's getting there too. And then I had one with Kansas State the same day as Nebraska, and then I had one with Oklahoma State, I think around a month ago.
What do they show you on those? Is it a lot of film, some facilities?
Yeah, they vary between the school. Oklahoma State, it was just a Zoom. Coach Sutton took me around just all the campus, and then at the end sat down with Coach Boynton and the other coaches. And then Kansas State was mostly a slideshow with videos of their campus and film, and Nebraska was obviously all film. Then yesterday with Stanford was a lot of talk about, all the academic success they've had and the basketball success they've had with the future, and the head coach and everyone else was on there. So that was really cool too.
What's it? The offers have come pretty quickly and kind of a lot, right? Since, I guess I call it your breakout game was the prep game where people were like, oh, wow, this kid actually is really good.
Yeah, for sure.
And, some of us saw you before that, so that's okay. The offers have come quick. How have you handled all of that? Like just the phone calls and the new sort of pressure that is going to be there.
I think I've handled it really well so far. I've definitely matured a lot throughout this process, and whenever an offer comes, you don't celebrate the whole day. I mean, you're still in the gym like 2 hours later. You're always humble and hungry, I say, and with every offer that comes, I just use it as more motivation to get better, so I can really perform at that level.
Do you have something lined up? I know Creighton's trying to get a virtual visit lined up, right? Is that right?
Yeah. I'm not quite sure when that'll be, but hopefully soon. Same with Missouri.
And, on top of the offers, rivals, places are including you early in their rankings. Is that kind of something that is a goal for you, or what are your goals? Is it more individual, team?
I'm more team-oriented, but the rankings are cool. I mean, it's a lot of exposure, and it's really nice knowing that, they think I'm that high up in the nation, obviously. And, I don't really have a goal to where I want to get on that rankings, but, I know where I want to be. So I'm more team-oriented. So my team success is more important than mine.
I want to switch gears here maybe a little bit and change to kind of workouts and trying to get in the gym. And when the pandemic first hit and all of that, I know, I wrote a story, talked to you multiple times about the neighbor's barn. What does the neighbor's barn look like for a workout?
Oh, it's sweet. It's a big shed. There's 2 campers in it. Nice fridge with a bunch of drinks, so that's nice. And then there's a couch to watch TV after your workout. The kid's super nice to me. I mean, me and him have developed a really good friendship throughout this whole time, and he lets me use it whenever I want. It's about a half court with sport court and a pretty nice hoop. So nice speaker too. So it's fun to work out there.
Is it?
Yeah, we caught you this morning in the high school gym, and you said Grand Island's first open gym is tonight. What are you expecting it to be like?
I think it'll be super cool just to get everyone back together, all the coaches. I mean, we've been doing a lot of Zoom calls, but that's not the same as being with each other in person. And then it'll be nice to play, 5-on-5 with the kids and get back to playing with each other again.
I guess switching gears back to the recruiting side, are there you visited Creighton, are there school for, I guess, a game day, and really it was the best game of the year, and they
for sure
won a Big East title, so the environment was fun. Are there schools you're hoping to get to, if and when, hopefully more if than when things kind of open back up here for in-person recruiting?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of schools have asked me to come, visit when it's allowed. Missouri, Oklahoma State, Creighton, Nebraska, Kansas State. Pretty much all of them that I'm talking to want me to visit. So I'll have to definitely set up a bunch of visits this fall, hopefully if it's allowed, and for football games and stuff. So I plan on being gone most weekends, hopefully for visits.
What are you looking for in a school? I mean, obviously your offer list isn't complete, but you have schools like Stanford known for academics. What is it that is your top 3 priorities in a school?
Top 3. First one's definitely how I fit into the playing style of how they want to play. I want to go to a school where I think I'd be utilized really well. Maybe not right away, but definitely down the road. Second is academics are really important to me. I want to go to school with good academics, and I'm not sure what I want to major in, but hopefully it fits what I want to do. And then third is, I want to have a really good relationship with the coaches and players. I'm going to be there for 4, maybe 5 years, and I want to be as close to them as I possibly can because I won't be home, obviously. So I want to have a good relationship with them.
What's it like? You're in Grand Island, right? So things are a little differently. I mean, obviously you got to travel to Lincoln or Omaha for camps or showcases or even workouts, and AAU wise for you is Lincoln, and making that's a big commitment, and you do it a lot, right? I mean, a lot of people don't understand that that's a little bit of a drive. It's not, it's not 8 hours or anything, but it's still, you got to make that commitment. You and your family have to make that commitment. A lot of kids likely wouldn't do that much. Why do you do that? I mean, I think I know, but I guess I'll let you answer.
Yeah, starting in 5th grade, me and my parents, they're awesome people. They let me, chase my dreams. So they've always made a commitment to get me to where I need to be with workouts, practices, and all that. It's just Lincoln, so it's an hour and a half, but it's 5 hours out of their day at least with the practice all the way there and back. So I've been very blessed to have them, and they just want me to be the best basketball player I can be. So that's what they're doing.
What have you look like since, I guess I saw you a couple weeks ago. You look like you've gained weight, like been kind of lifting, gain weight, getting part of that is just with age and maturity. But what have you been doing this off season to kind of get stronger?
I have a weight room in my basement, so I'm actually very lucky. I was able to lift 5 times a week during this whole time. So I was able to put on about 10 pounds, and I was able to eat better because you don't have to eat school food all the time. That was nice. And so that's how I put on weight. It's mostly lifting.
Have your coaches given you guys any type of workout plan?
Yeah, over the past 2 months or so, we've been doing Zooms twice a week with the whole coaching staff and all the players. And they just put on Google Docs on Google Classroom. We have Google Classroom where they just put workouts that we can do and just track how many shots we're shooting a day, et cetera.
AAU is starting, I guess, or gearing up. You play Lincoln Supreme, and Cale Jacobson is a really good guard, so that's a lot of fun to have him, on the same team. What did you miss the most? I think I know from a recruiting standpoint, it certainly doesn't feel like it hurt you, but it could have hurt other guys not having a spring. And it looks like July is just going to be, a lot of hopefully coaches log in to watch video. What do you think you feel like you missed the most, and how different will it be kind of not having coaches in the gym, but knowing in the back of your mind they're going to be watching?
It's definitely less pressure because they're not actually in the gym. They're watching on a live stream. So, if you have one bad game, then no big deal. But I mostly miss the memories that, you only get every summer. So, I only have this remaining summer and the next year, and then I'm done with summer basketball. So I just miss all the memories in the hotels with all the kids. We have really good chemistry. We've all been friends for a long time. So that's what I miss the most.
What is the coolest part of the recruiting process been? I mean, you mentioned one of the drawbacks, the 8-hour phone call days, but for a lot of people, talking with Fred Hoiberg or a Doug McDermott or a Mike Boynton, or visiting Creighton when they won the Big East title, what has been the best thing for you?
Just knowing that I have an opportunity to play at the next level. It's always been my dream growing up, and I've worked really, really hard to get there. And then it's also super cool talking to all these really high-level coaches because, growing up, you see them on TV and you're like, yeah, I want to play for one of them someday. So it's been really cool to get the chance to call them on their cell phone.
Maybe the last one here, we'll let you get back in the gym, is you're likely not to make a decision anytime soon. I know a lot of people would like you to do that, but you got a long way to go to a lot of basketball in front of you, right? Including your high school team. And you guys lost, a tough kind of district final to prep. And you lost some good players. Fem is gone and Bayabato is gone. How is your role? Do you think your role will – how much do you think your role will change in 2020, 2021 if hopefully, please, Lord, that we get to play?
I think my role will increase about 10 times because we played about 7 players this year and 6 of them graduated. So it's a brand new squad, but I've been growing up playing with them a lot. So, they trust me a lot and they'll get me the ball in the right spots and I'll get them the ball in the right spots, obviously. But I think we'll play really hard. I think we'll be a really good team again, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Perfect.
Definitely. Well, thanks again for joining us, Isaac. We'll let you get back in the gym. Good luck with workouts and open gyms the rest of the summer. Until next time, thanks for listening, and thanks for our sponsor, MD West One.
As the official team doctors for high school and college teams across Greater Omaha, MD West One Sports Med Doctors can get you back into the game stronger than ever. Meet the Sports Med team at mdwest1.com or call 402-390-4111.